friends, before you watch the upcoming video, I just want to encourage you to make sure that you proceed all the way to the end before you actually make the recipes in the video. There's an important public service announcement that you will want to see. So we'll come back to that later, but I hope you enjoy this appetizer video. Hi friends, welcome to my Make Believe cooking show. Today I thought I would make some quick keto-esque jalapeno poppers. So I have no idea what I'm doing, but in my head this makes great sense and it seems kind of healthy, so we're going to give it a shot now. And you guys can let me know what you think. I will post some updates on here after I test them. So I wanted to show you what I had. I already got started and then I thought, oh, I should film this just in case anybody else wants to try it. So in my mixing bowl, I have put a block of softened cream cheese and a 1 cup bag of Mexican blend cheese. That's because that's what I had on hand. I didn't have any cheddar, so I used Mexican blend. I put some bacon pieces and some salt and pepper. Actually, I put some of this Nature's seasoning in there. And then I've got a bag full of jalapenos that I'm going to cut up, and we'll scoop that in there. But I also thought, let's put some garlic in there. So I had some minced garlic. And so I thought, well, why not? We'll just toss a teaspoon of minced garlic in there too. So I'm going to mix all of that up together in my stand mixer because I'm lazy. I have a hand mixer, but I could totally do this with a hand mixer. I am going to scrape it off of the paddle real quick because it gets stuck on there and I just feel like it doesn't get mixed up as good. So let's scrape that off and then give it one more quick little dealio. Man, it smells delicious without even baking it. All right, so that's mixed up. Now we can cut up our jalapenos. Let me go ahead and take this off and get it out of our way. So I'm just going to cut these in half. And then I'm not a fan of heat. So I'm going to scoop out the seeds. And I don't know how you do it, but I just take a metal teaspoon and scoop them out. I already was using this for the garlic earlier, so that works perfectly. So one less dish to wash, right? I'm all about that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut up all of these. See, they're just like little boats now without the seeds in them. And then we'll get them all filled up. Okay, so I'm finishing up scooping out all of the seeds from these jalapenos. And I've got my oven preheated to 400 degrees. And And I'm going to show you, I have lined a cookie sheet with parchment paper. I like parchment paper instead of foil, just a personal preference, but you could totally do foil if you don't have parchment paper, or if you have a Silpat sheet or something like that. That would work. Just something to keep them from sticking to the pan. Okay, so that's the last of my jalapenos. Let me move this out of the way, and we'll get to stuffing them. All right, so I've put them all here on this lined cookie sheet. I'm going to take my same 1 teaspoon scoop that I used earlier, and I'm just going to take a few scoops and put it in the poppers, and then I'm just going to kind of press down. I like a lot of cheese, so I kind of feel like let's just put it all in there, and if there's a lot and it runs over, so be it. So depending on the size of your peppers, some may take 1 scoop, some may take 2. Like that one just took 1, but the first one I did took 2. It'll just depend on the size of your boat that you're putting it in, right? And then I just press them down, make sure it's in there pretty good. All right, they look fantastic. All right, I don't know if you can see all of this, but they're all nice and stuffed. I've just got them spread out on this sheet, and I am going to take them and pop them over here in my oven that I have preheated to 400 degrees. I'm going to put them in there for about 20 minutes. I'm probably going to check them in about 15 just to see how they're doing, and then I will let you see what they look like when they are completed. Can you see all that ooey gooey melted cheese? Now they would look a little more traditional. We've lost some cheese in this poor boy. So I think they would look a little more traditional if they had the cheddar on it. And they're really soft on the inside, so I think what I'm going to do is pop them under the broiler for a couple of minutes. So let me do that. Pop these under broil for 2 minutes and see how that works out. All right, I've pulled them out of the oven. They've been in there for about 20 minutes on 400, and then I popped them under the broiler for just about 3 minutes on low, and I'm going to feel them and see. They feel like they're really hot. They feel like they've been cooked all the way through, so I think they're going to be perfect. I'm going to let them cool a little bit, and then we're going to give them a taste, and I'll let you know how they are. All right, so I have my taste testers here, and they're going to taste these for you. All right, so guys, just pick one, and let's see. They're kind of hot. Ooh.
It's hot.
Hot,
That's really
spicy,
good,
or
though.
hot?
I think it's good. Oh, yummy.
Not too spicy, but
So thumbs up or thumbs down on these? All right, there you have it, guys. Thumbs up. Hey, guys. So, as promised, I have a public service announcement for you that is particularly important for the health of your skin. Apparently, there's a thing called jalapeno hand. I wasn't aware of this. Never used jalapenos before to make a recipe. I mean, it is my make-believe cooking show, but I am not a professional. And let me just tell you a little story about what happened today. So there I was cutting up the jalapenos like it's no big deal, right? Y'all saw me. You watched me scoop all the seeds out, put them aside, scrape them off the cutting board with my hand like it was nothing. Yeah. So then I washed my hands because I am a little bit OCD and kind of a neat freak. So what you don't get to see in the video is me stopping about 10 times to wash my hands, but nonetheless, that did nothing. Absolutely nothing for jalapeno hand. And I'm pretty sure that I may have suffered the worst case on the planet Earth. Because let me tell you what happened. There I am, minding my own business, going along, making my jalapeno poppers. My friends come over, they taste test them, they tell me how wonderful they are, how delicious they are. My kids taste them, they even eat them. Everybody's eating jalapeno poppers. And I feel just the slightest tingle right here. And I'm thinking to myself, what in the world? Looks like I have a little bit of a blister. And then it looked like I had a little bit of a blister. They all made fun of me. It's not a blister. They're laughing like it's a funny thing. And then take off my rings because, it's hurting. Continues across my hand and then down to my palm. Can you see? I don't know if you can see how red my palm is. Apparently, those peppers got me. They got me good. Because let me tell you what happened here. I got jalapeno hand. My hand thought that Satan himself showed up with a blowtorch and a couple of fire-breathing dragons and proceeded to teach them exactly how to burn the snot out of someone's hand. And as the day progressed, the pain got worse and worse. And before you know it, I'm scouring the internet to discover that, yes, indeed, I do have jalapeno hand. Now, I have tried all the remedies, and I'm here to tell you that washing and scrubbing your hands in Dawn did nothing. Slipped my hand inside a glove filled with olive oil. Pretty sure that felt a little bit like there was fire in that glove. Soaked it in water, which felt like it was boiling, even though it had ice cubes in it. Tried yogurt. One of the suggestions was to pour rubbing alcohol all over my hand. And I'm sorry, but no, not going to do it. Milk. Milk was good. Took a bowl of milk and just kind of soaked my hand in there. Did not cure the problem. Pretty much, unless my hand is sitting in something very cold and very wet right now, I feel like I'm going to die. Now, I did research this, and scientifically it does not create a chemical burn or an actual burn like a sunburn or anything like that. It's just nerve receptors telling your hand that it's on fire. And I just want you to know that my nerve receptors, well, they work just fine because my hand thinks it's on fire and it still does. I'll let y'all know what happens in the morning and we'll see if I wake up and still have jalapeno hand, but we're going on maybe 10 hours now, still on fire.